Yes, they have to do that. Our people don't.
Put enough pressure on you.
For sure. Let me ask you this real quick. R. Kelly. Now, take it away the guilty and the innocent plea altogether, right? He got hit with a Rico charge. We just talked about the Rico charge. Was that justified, in your opinion?
Yeah, it was.
Whoa.
This situation it was. Unfortunately, because of the personal knowledge of R. Kelly. I'll say that. I don't want to say too much.
Okay.
But his situation again, it went unattended to for way too long. A lot of it could have been avoided. But R. Kelly had a lot of people saying yes around him. And ultimately, he got himself caught up in some really complicated situation. And he rubbed some people the wrong way. I wish I could say. He rubbed some people the wrong way. And his politics aren't good. Somebody else would have the same accusations and probably wouldn't have even got as much time as he got, nor the Rico charge. But his politics didn't fall right. Kevin Spacey was close to what Kelly did.
Mm-hmm.
You see where he is, right? When the politics aren't right, you're deer in headlights at that point. And R. Kelly's politics wasn't right.
Damn.
We had Andrew Wyatt on. He represented Bill Cosby, and at one point was talking about representing R. Kelly. He talked about, the fact that R. Kelly was himself abused by his sister, and she urinated on him and all that type of stuff. Did that give him kind of he's a victim at one point as well? Does that tear it in your heartstrings for you, or do you kind of just say, you know what, no, shouldn't have did it?
No, it really hurts me, man.
Right.
R. Kelly's their brother been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of empathy and sympathy for bro. Especially like being around him, and it just he had a really tough life, man. And I'm not trying to make excuses for what he's done. What he's done was unacceptable. But he's a byproduct of abuse, man.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot.
Powerful. Yeah. So tell us a little more about your business venture, man, where people can, get in touch with you if they want to, get financial services, and or for the music business.
Yeah, definitely. You can find me on Instagram, Dr. Albert Higgins.
Yeah.
You can also find me on Clubhouse, Dr. Albert Higgins. I took time off from YouTube. I'm doing some retooling and stuff like that. You can find me on Facebook, Dr. Albert Higgins. And I've kind of changed a lot of the services I do, because a lot of people in the music business, I finished up my PhD in human behavioral studies.
Oh, congratulations,
brother. I appreciate that. I offer a lot of mental health and counseling for people. And it's been a really an amazing change, because it's a real serious problem. And mental health does affect your financial health. And even in the music business, a lot of people don't know what artists go through mentally that affects them. Because you only see 15 minutes of fame for a person, but you tend to forget that's a human being. Similar to what we're talking about R. Kelly. That's still a man. That's still a person. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people sometimes are insensitive to people's lives. And so I found it was necessary that I offer that type of service. So that's what I've been doing. And so reach out, if you need help financially. I'm certified in that. And if you're going through some personal things, or you need to understand things from a mental level, reach out to me.
Right. So now, real quick, now you're a doctor, so we pretty much be calling you doctor at this point.
Don't do that, man.
No. But real quick, I want to ask you one question. I'll let you go real quick. Sure. I know you're kind of expert in this. It's kind of off, we usually talk about, but I wanted to ask you about the whole Aboriginal movement.
Yeah.
How you got all these people out there that kind of say that, we never were from Africa, we're from here. I know you studied a long time in African history and all that.
Yeah.
Can you kind of you ain't got to just do it. You can break it down, quickly. You ain't got to slow it down, but as much as you can, please.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say this, and I'll continue to say it. I've always said it. We are unapologetically African. We did not start here. Everything can't be conducive to our people. And it's unfortunate, again, that we latch on to these notions. We are a Creole Sudanese mixture of people from West Africa. And we did entangle ourselves with other native people of this country, but that doesn't mean we originated here. Doesn't mean that at all. So I think that's a huge fallacy when we start talking about this Aboriginal stuff, man. I think it takes away from us being beautiful Black people, period, man. And trying to just argue over minutia. We're beautiful Black people, man. That's just who we are. That's simple.
Indeed. I got one more question for you, brother. It came to my head, and we definitely appreciate your time as always. Sure. And got to do this shit more, man. We miss you. These years lapse. Got to stop, brother. We got to get you on more.
I know, right?
Busy, but we definitely appreciate you. But I don't know if you saw the case between Jay Morrison and Tony the Closer. Jay Morrison won that case based off of some faults of Tony the Closer. What does that mean? Does that mean that Jay Morrison is now innocent of everything he's being accused of? Should we sit back to people that have maybe given criticism to him in the past, apologize? Because as brothers, we just want the truth. We don't care who's right or who's wrong. Or is this a situation where Tony the Closer, he fucked up some stuff, and now we looking at a dude that is being deemed innocent but is still doing some dirty, rotten things? How should we perceive this whole situation?
I've had strong opinions about Mr. Morrison for a very long time. Being in finance for so many years, some of the stuff he says is absolutely wrong. I would tell it to him if he was sitting right here. He's wrong. Okay? And some of those processes, I think he just sat around the house and made it up. Because it's not. The Tulsa stuff and all that stuff is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. However, when you take something like that to litigation, it's the way you present your case.
Yep.
It doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Morrison is vindicated. Right. It means that the evidence was not presented properly in a judicial fashion, and the judge interpreted as such. That doesn't mean that Mr. Morrison is vindicated at all.